Thank you, Mom, for not giving up on me. To all the single parents out there, please don't give up on your child.
Today, I'm the best mathematics student in my region because my mom stood by me through it all.
Emily's heart hammered against her ribs as she stared at the final equation projected on the massive screen. Around her, the auditorium held its breath. 2,000 people waiting to see if an 11-year-old could solve what had stumped half the high school competitors. "You have 60 seconds remaining, Emily," the moderator's voice echoed through the speakers. Her mother's face flashed in her mind. Erica, sitting in the third row, hands clasped so tight her knuckles had gone white. All those late nights, all those sacrifices, every extra shift Erica worked to afford this school, this opportunity. Emily's pencil flew across the paper. 30 seconds. The equation unwound in her mind like a ribbon, each variable finding its place. She loved this, the way numbers danced and connected, the way chaos became order. 15 seconds. She wrote the final answer. X equals 47. Time. The buzzer blared. Emily set down her pencil and looked up at the judge's table. Dr. Chun, the head judge, took her paper. The silence stretched. Emily's hands trembled. Then Dr. Chun smiled. "Ladies and gentlemen, we have our district champion. Emily Johnson has not only solved the equation correctly, she's done it using a method I've never seen before. Elegant, brilliant, absolutely correct." The auditorium exploded. Erica shot to her feet, tears streaming down her face as she screamed, "That's my baby. That's my daughter." Emily's legs nearly gave out as she walked to center stage. The trophy was almost as tall as her torso, heavy and gleaming under the lights. Cameras flashed from every direction. Reporters surged forward. "Emily, how does it feel to be the youngest district champion in 20 years? Emily, what's your secret? Is it true you taught yourself calculus at age 9? She searched the crowd for her mother's face and found her. Erica, pushing through the reporters, pride radiating from every inch of her being. "My mom," Emily said into the microphone, her voice small but steady. "My mom is my secret. She never let me quit, even when math got hard. She said hard things are just puzzles we haven't figured out yet." The crowd awed. More camera flashes. Later, in the parking lot, Erica pulled Emily into a hug, so tight Emily could barely breathe. "I'm so proud of you," Erica whispered. So proud. "Did I make you happy, Mom?" "Baby, you make me happy every single day. This." She gestured to the trophy in the back seat. "This is just proof of what I already knew. You're extraordinary." That night, the local news ran the story. By morning, it had been picked up by national outlets. By the end of the week, international media covered it. Atlanta math prodigy stuns judges. 11-year-old genius solves university-level problems. The future of American mathematics. Emily's photo circulated across the globe. In living rooms from New York to Tokyo to Seoul, people watched the clip of her solving that final equation, saw the joy on her face when she won. In a penthouse apartment in Gangnam, Seoul, a tutoring session was ending badly. Again, the tutor slammed his hand on the desk. "How many times must I explain this?" Soo-jin flinched, staring at the equation that might as well have been written in ancient hieroglyphics. His eyes burned with unshed tears. I don't understand." "Because you don't try. Look at this." The tutor pulled up a video on his tablet, turning it toward Soo-jin. "This is what excellence looks like. An American girl, younger than you, winning mathematics competitions, while you cannot even complete basic algebra." On the screen, Emily raised her trophy, smiling. Soo-jin watched the video, transfixed not by her victory, but by her expression. She looked happy, like mathematics was a friend, not an enemy. "Her name is Emily Johnson," the tutor continued. "From Atlanta. She makes her mother proud. While you..." He stood, gathering his materials. "I will return Wednesday. Perhaps by then you will have decided to take your education seriously." After the tutor left, Soo-jin sat alone in the study room, replaying the video. Emily's laugh when the moderator announced her score. The way she hugged her mother. The way she talked about puzzles instead of problems. He saved the article to his phone. 2 months later, Erica handed Emily an envelope. "What is it?" Emily turned it over, examining the official looking seal. "Open it." Inside was a letter from the Atlanta Board of Education and 2 plane tickets to Seoul, South Korea. Emily's eyes widened as she read. "In recognition of your outstanding achievement, you have been selected to represent Atlanta in the International Youth Mathematics Summit in Seoul." "We're going to Korea?" Emily shrieked. "We're going to Korea." Erica laughed. 2 weeks. We'll do the summit, then spend the rest of the time exploring. Just you and me. Emily threw her arms around her mother's waist. "Best mom ever. Don't thank me yet. You still have to present your research at the summit." "I love presenting. Math is easy. Talking about math is even easier." Erica smiled, kissing the top of Emily's head. She didn't mention the second job she'd taken to afford this trip or the investor meeting she'd rescheduled 3 times. Emily deserved this. They both did. What happens when Atlanta's math prodigy lands in Seoul? Comment below where you think Emily and Erica should visit first. Seoul welcomed them with humidity and neon lights. Their hotel in Myeongdong sat between traditional tea houses and K-pop merchandise stores. Emily pressed her face against the taxi window, trying to absorb everything at once. "Mom, look. They have a street market. Can we go? Please." "Tomorrow," Erica promised. "After the summit opening ceremony. Tonight we rest." But rest proved impossible. Emily was too excited, bouncing between the hotel window and her suitcase, already planning outfits for each day. Erica watched her daughter with a mixture of joy and anxiety. This trip represented everything she'd worked for, proof that their struggles had purpose, that the late nights and tight budgets were building toward something bigger. Her phone buzzed. A text from Marcus, her business partner in Atlanta. "Investors' call went well. They want to move forward. Need you back by the 20th for contract signing." The 20th. That gave them exactly 2 weeks. Enough time for the summit and some sightseeing. Then back to reality. Back to building her company, expanding the business that would secure Emily's future. "Mom," Emily called from the window. "There's a park across the street. Can we go? Just for a little bit." Erica checked her watch. They had 3 hours before dinner. 30 minutes. Then we come back and prepare for tomorrow. Deal. Hangang Park buzzed with afternoon life. Couples shared fried chicken on picnic blankets. Children chased each other near the playground. The Han River glittered in the distance. Emily immediately spotted the giant chess pieces set up on a concrete board. "Mom, look." "Go ahead. I'll be right here." Erica settled on a nearby bench, pulling out her phone. Those investor emails wouldn't answer themselves. Emily wandered toward the chessboard, but something else caught her attention. A boy about her age sitting cross-legged on the grass, staring at a workbook with such intense frustration that his whole body seemed to radiate misery. His shoulders hunched, his jaw clenched, his knuckles white against the page. Emily recognized that look. She'd seen it on classmates' faces during math tests, that moment when numbers stopped making sense and panic took over. She approached quietly. "Hey, are you okay?" The boy's head snapped up. For a moment, he just stared at her, his eyes widening in recognition that made no sense. "You," he whispered in careful English. "You're Emily. Emily Johnson." Emily blinked. "How do you know my name?" Soo-Jin's hands shook as he fumbled for his phone, scrolling frantically through saved articles until he found it. He turned the screen toward her. There she was, standing on that stage in Atlanta, holding her trophy, frozen in the moment that had changed everything. The headline was in Korean, but her name appeared clearly, Emily Johnson. "My tutor," Soo-Jin said quietly. "He showed me, said I should be like you. But his voice cracked. "I can't. I'm too stupid." Emily sat down beside him without hesitation. "You're not stupid. That's a mean thing to say about yourself. But it's true. I fail every mathematics test. Everyone is disappointed in me. Can I see what you're working on?" Soo-Jin hesitated, shame flooding his face, but something about Emily's gentle tone made him slide the workbook toward her. Across the park, Erica glanced up from her phone and smiled. Emily was already making friends. Emily scanned the problems, basic algebra, the kind she'd mastered years ago but remembered struggling with once. These aren't that hard. Want me to show you a trick? You would help me? Of course. Math is my favorite thing. Look at this problem. 2x plus 4 equals 12. Seems scary, right? Sujin nodded miserably. But it's just a game. X is hiding from us. We need to find where X is hiding. So first, we move this 4. Emily grabbed his pencil and started drawing boxes and arrows in the margins. Think of it like a balance scale. Whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other side, or it tips over. Makes sense. Sujin leaned closer, studying her drawings. So we subtract 4 from both sides. Exactly. Which gives us what? 2x equals 8. Perfect. And then, Sujin's brow furrowed in concentration. We divide both sides by 2. Yes. And what do we get? X equals 4. Sujin's face transformed, wonder replacing frustration. I did it. I actually did it. See? Not stupid at all. You just needed someone to explain it differently. For 20 minutes, Emily guided Sujin through problem after problem. Each solution built his confidence. Each correct answer made him sit a little straighter. You make it sound easy, Sujin said, attempting another equation on his own. Like it's fun. Math is fun. It's like solving mysteries. Every problem is a puzzle. And when you solve it, you get that amazing feeling, you know. I never felt that before. With you, I understand. With my tutors. He shook his head. They get angry. They say I shame my family. Emily's expression turned fierce. That's not fair. Everyone learns differently. Just because their way doesn't work for you doesn't mean you're the problem. Sujin looked at her with something close to worship. Emily, can you teach me more? Please? I have a test next week, and if I fail, my father will. He stopped abruptly. Your father will do what? He will be disappointed. Again. Sujin's voice dropped to almost a whisper. He is a very important man. Very busy. Everyone respects him. And I cannot even pass mathematics. How long are you in Korea? Sujin asked hopefully. 2 weeks. His face lit up, then dimmed just as quickly. But my father, he would never allow. I mean, you are a tourist, and he is... He trailed off, searching for words he couldn't find. He is what? A deep voice interrupted. Both children looked up. A man in an immaculate black suit stood 3 feet away. He hadn't made a sound approaching. His presence seemed to pull the air tighter, make the space around them shrink. Behind him, 2 more men in dark suits maintained a respectful distance, their eyes constantly scanning the park with professional vigilance. Sujin jumped to his feet, the workbook tumbling from his lap. Father, I didn't know you were. Your security team called me. Duyun's gaze shifted to Emily, assessing her with the kind of intensity usually reserved for business negotiations. Who is your friend? Erica's maternal radar flared. She rose from the bench, already moving toward her daughter. This is Emily Johnson, Sujin said quickly. From Atlanta, America. Father, she's the one from the news. The mathematics champion. And she was helping me with algebra, and I understood. For the first time, I actually understood the problems. Duyun's expression remained unreadable, but something flickered in his eyes. Surprise, perhaps, or calculation. He studied Emily more carefully now, noting the intelligence in her eyes, the confident way she sat. Is that so? He glanced at the workbook on the ground, at Emily's clear handwriting filling the margins with drawings and step-by-step explanations. Erica reached them, slightly breathless. Emily, we should go. We have that dinner reservation. Mrs. Johnson. Duyun's English was perfect, barely accented. He gave a slight bow, respectful but not subservient. Your daughter has been very kind to my son. It was nothing, Erica said, her hand finding Emily's shoulder, pulling her closer. Every instinct screamed danger, though she couldn't articulate why. Emily loves helping people with math. Nothing. Duyun's lips curved into something that wasn't quite a smile. My son has had 7 tutors in the past year, all highly credentialed. university professors, educational specialists. None of them accomplished in one session what your daughter achieved in 20 minutes. Soo-jin clutched his workbook to his chest. Father, Emily explains things with pictures and games and I can see the results. Do-yoon gestured to the workbook. You completed 6 problems. All correct. Emily helped me understand, Soo-jin said quietly, his voice carrying a hope Erica had never heard from her own daughter when discussing tutors. Yes, she did. Do-yoon turned his full attention to Erica, and she felt the weight of it like a physical presence. This was a man accustomed to being obeyed, to getting exactly what he wanted, without question. Mrs. Johnson, I would like to propose a business arrangement. We're not interested, Erica said quickly. Too quickly. Do-yoon's eyebrow lifted slightly. You haven't heard my proposal. We're only here for 2 weeks. We have a schedule, the Mathematics Summit, sightseeing. Emily is here to enjoy her vacation, not to work. Mom, Emily tugged her sleeve. I don't mind helping Soo-jin. It was fun. Emily, sweetheart. Please. Soo-jin added, his voice small, almost breaking. Nobody has ever made math make sense before. My test is in 1 week, and if I fail again, I will have to repeat the entire year, and everyone will know I'm the stupid one who couldn't. Soo-jin. Do-yoon's voice wasn't loud, but it cut through the boy's words like a blade. We do not beg. Soo-jin's shoulders slumped immediately. Yes, father. Sorry, father. The dynamic made Erica's chest tighten. She recognized that fear in Soo-jin's posture, the way he made himself smaller in his father's presence. Do-yoon extended his hand without looking away from Erica. One of the bodyguards immediately stepped forward, placing a black business card in his palm with practiced efficiency. He offered it to Erica. Think about it tonight. My assistant will send you information about Soo-jin's academic situation. If you decide you're willing to help, call this number tomorrow. If not, he shrugged with elegant indifference. I understand a mother's protective instincts. Come, Soo-jin. But father, I wanted to. Now, the single word held absolute authority. Soo-jin looked at Emily, his eyes desperate. Thank you. For today. For making me feel smart, even if just for a little while. You are smart, Emily insisted. You just needed. Soo-jin. The boy hurried to his father's side. Do-yoon placed a hand on his shoulder, not affectionate exactly, but not harsh either, and led him away. The bodyguards fell into formation around them, creating a moving barrier between the Do-yoons and the rest of the world. Erica watched them disappear into a black Mercedes with windows so dark she couldn't see inside. Mom. Emily's voice was small. Why are you shaking? Erica looked down at the business card in her hand. Black cardstock. Gold embossed lettering. No name. No company. Just a phone number and an address in Gangnam. I'm fine, baby. Just, let's go back to the hotel. Are we going to help Soo-jin? I don't know yet. But he needs help. Did you see his face? He looks so sad, Mom. Like he thinks he's broken or something. Erica knelt down, meeting Emily's eyes. Baby, I know you want to help. That's one of the things I love most about you. But sometimes situations are more complicated than they seem. What's complicated about teaching someone math? Everything, Erica thought. The bodyguards. The expensive suits. The way people in the park had unconsciously moved away from Do-yoon, creating space around him like he carried an invisible force field. Let me think about it tonight, okay? We'll talk about it tomorrow. Emily nodded, but Erica could see the disappointment in her eyes. Back at the hotel, Emily showered and changed into her pajamas, unusually quiet. She sat on her bed, hugging her knees, staring at nothing. What's wrong, sweetheart? Erica asked, setting down her phone. I keep thinking about Soo-jin. About how he said everyone thinks he's stupid. I'm sure that's not. It is though. I could see it in his face. He really believes it. Emily looked up at her mother. Remember when I was in 2nd grade and Mrs. Patterson said I'd never be good at math because girls' brains weren't wired for it? Erica's jaw clenched at the memory. She'd marched into that school the next day and had the teacher removed from Emily's class. You told me Mrs. Patterson was wrong, Emily continued. You said just because someone in authority says something doesn't make it true. You said I could be anything I wanted if I worked hard enough. That's different. How? Erica didn't have a good answer. Her phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number with a Seoul area code. Mrs. Johnson, this is Secretary Yana, assistant to Mr. Duyun. He asked me to send you materials regarding Sujin's educational needs. Please review at your convenience. 4 attachments followed. Erica hesitated, then opened them. The first was Sujin's report card from the previous semester. Straight A's in every subject: Korean literature, English, science, history, even physical education. Every subject except mathematics, where he'd scored 34%. The second attachment was a psychological evaluation from an educational counselor dated 3 months ago. Sujin exhibits severe mathematics anxiety, likely stemming from perfectionism and fear of parental disappointment. Student becomes physically ill before mathematics examinations. Recommendation: reduce pressure, implement encouraging rather than punitive teaching methods. Consider patient one-on-one tutoring with emphasis on building confidence. The third was a letter from Sujin's school. Dear Mr. Duyun, we regret to inform you that Sujin's mathematics scores have not improved despite additional tutoring sessions. If his final examination score does not reach 60%, he will be required to repeat 6th grade. We understand this may be embarrassing for a family of your standing. The fourth attachment was a video clip. Erica's finger hovered over it before pressing play. The video showed Sujin sitting at a desk, a tutor standing over him, pointing aggressively at a mathematics textbook. Again, the tutor shouted in Korean, though the English subtitles were translated. How can you be so stupid? Your father pays me to teach you, and you learn nothing. Sujin's hands trembled as he tried to write. The tutor snatched the pencil away. Worthless. You shame your family with this stupidity. Sujin's face crumpled, tears spilling down his cheeks. The video ended. Another text arrived. Mr. Duyun wanted you to understand the situation. He does not condone his former tutor's teaching methods. The man was terminated immediately after this video was discovered. Mr. Duyun is searching for someone who can help his son without breaking his spirit. He believes your daughter might be that person. Whatever you decide, he respects your choice. He knows what it means to protect one's child. Erica set down her phone, her hands shaking with anger at what she'd just watched. Mom. Emily had appeared beside her. What's wrong? You look upset. Nothing, baby. Just work stuff. Was it about Sujin? Erica looked at her daughter's concerned face and made a decision she hoped she wouldn't regret. Emily, if we help Sujin, it has to be on our terms. We meet in public places. We set the schedule. And the moment I feel uncomfortable about anything, we stop. Understood? Emily's face lit up. Really? We can help him. We can try. But you have to promise me something. Anything. You stay close to me at all times. No wandering off. No going anywhere with Sujin or his father without me present. And if anything feels wrong, you tell me immediately. I promise. Emily threw her arms around Erica's waist. Thank you, Mom. You won't regret this. Erica held her daughter close and hoped desperately that was true. The next morning, Erica called the number on the business card. A woman answered immediately. Duyun Residence, Secretary Yana speaking. This is Erica Johnson. I received your messages last night. Ah, Mrs. Johnson. Mr. Duyun has been expecting your call. Have you made a decision? I'm willing to let Emily tutor Sujin under specific conditions. Of course. Please, tell me your requirements. Erica outlined her terms. Sessions would take place in public locations of her choosing. 2 hours maximum per session, 3 times per week. Emily would be paid a fair tutoring rate, not an excessive amount that would make this feel like anything other than a normal tutoring arrangement. And Erica would be present at every session. Understood, Secretary Yana said. Mr. Duyun agrees to all your conditions. When would you like to begin? Tomorrow, after Emily's summit presentation. There's a cafe near our hotel. Mock Seoul Coffee on the corner of Myeongdong Street. Secretary Yana interrupted smoothly. I know it. 3 o'clock. How did you? Mr. Duyun asked me to research suitable locations near your hotel. Seoul Coffee has excellent security, comfortable seating, and is popular with students. Would this be acceptable? Erica felt simultaneously impressed and unnerved by the efficiency. Yes, that works. Wonderful. Soo-jin will be very happy. He has not stopped talking about Emily since yesterday. After hanging up, Erica turned to find Emily dancing around the hotel room. I'm going to help him, Mom. I'm really going to help him. Remember our rules. I remember. Public places, stay close to you. Tell you if anything feels weird. Emily hugged herself. This is going to be great. I can feel it. Erica smiled, pushing down the anxiety coiling in her stomach. I hope you're right, baby. I really hope you're right. That afternoon, Emily delivered her presentation at the International Youth Mathematics Summit to thunderous applause. Erica watched from the audience, her heart swelling with pride as her daughter explained complex algorithms to a room full of academics and students from around the world. This was Emily's gift, not just understanding mathematics, but making others understand it too. Maybe this tutoring arrangement would be simple after all. Maybe her fears were unfounded. Maybe. The next day at exactly 3 o'clock, a black Mercedes pulled up outside Seoul Coffee. Soo-jin emerged first, clutching his mathematics textbook like a lifeline. Duyun followed, scanning the street before allowing his son to enter the cafe. Inside, Emily waved enthusiastically from a corner table where she'd already set up her materials. Soo-jin, over here. The boy's face transformed when he saw her, anxiety melting into tentative hope. Duyun approached the table where Erica sat, a respectful distance from Emily's tutoring setup. Mrs. Johnson, thank you for this opportunity. I'm doing this for Soo-jin, Erica said carefully. Not for you. I understand. Nevertheless, I am grateful. He gestured to the bodyguard hovering near the entrance. My security will remain outside. I do not wish to make you uncomfortable. You're staying. Erica hadn't expected this. I would like to observe the first session, if you permit, to ensure Soo-jin behaves appropriately and to understand your daughter's teaching methods. He paused, and perhaps to learn what I have been doing wrong. There was something vulnerable in that last admission, so unexpected from this imposing man that Erica found herself nodding. You can sit over there, she pointed to a table near the window. Not at our table. Of course. Duyun settled at the indicated table, ordering coffee but never drinking it, his attention fixed on his son. At the tutoring table, Emily was already opening Soo-jin's textbook. Okay, so show me what you're supposed to know for your test next week. Soo-jin flipped to a chapter on quadratic equations, his hands already trembling. Emily studied the page, then closed the textbook. Forget that for a second. I want to show you something. She pulled out a pack of colorful sticky notes and markers. We're going to play a game. A game. Soo-jin looked skeptical. Trust me, it'll be fun. Stay tuned for part 2 to see if Emily's teaching methods can break through Soo-jin's math anxiety.